Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sunaina, and this reading will be for the collective divine masculine. I'm doing this reading after a very long time, and thank you so much for reminding me that I have not done this reading. Okay, so we will do this reading, and the time frame I've taken is from today, which is May the 20th, until the middle of June. So give and take about 3 weeks time from today. Okay, but time is fluid, guys. Energies are interchangeable, and this reading will be for the collective divine masculine of all zodiac signs. Okay, so we'll jump into the reading. I've got a few cards in here to give us a little bit heads up on the situation, and then I'm going to take a fortune card as well. Okay, now, with regards to his energies, people, in the major arcana, he's got the tower, okay? And this tower is directly related with this moon card here, okay? So, something about his fear situation, something that what I'm getting out here is something that he was very, very skeptical, scared, you might say. To a large extent, he was not even probably putting his eggs in the basket, I would say. He was not getting facts right. There was a lot of disturbance, which is, he's trying to end that. He's definitely trying to end that, because this moon card is telling me that he has already learned his lesson, and he's now ready to move forward. Being scared, going kind of sitting in the dark, he's still there. But what I'm trying to say is, if you look into the moon here, and I'll show you another card that shows the similar kind of a moon, that will tell you that his change has happened or is going to happen. With regards to his internal fear, could be his pride, could be his ego, whatever that he had been sitting. But this is a very personal kind of a closure with the tower here. Something that he was trying to do maybe, but had not been there completely. Okay, so what I'm getting out of these two cards right now, people, is he's definitely making it a point to get some sense of realization, to understand what he truly wants, and is looking forward to that stuff in his life. Very personal, okay? This has got nothing to do with anything else, but it's a very personal story from his end that I'm getting, people. His energy oracle is the World card, which is beautiful, okay? So basically, he is moving towards a situation to complete a cycle, to finish off something and bring back something else, a joy, a celebration, whatever that had gone missing from his life, people, with the World card, because typically the World card is talking about a new beginning that he is walking into, where things are going to be different for him. He knows that, but at the same point in time, he is ready to move forward. He is, okay? Now, with this energy oracle, with the moonology, people, he is getting blue moon, which is belief in the impossible. So they are telling him that whatever he is trying to understand in himself, he will also have to believe in the impossible, which is in the divine spirit, in the guide, in his angels, in his intuition. He has to learn to trust, he has to learn to trust that, to believe in that impossible, that it can be done, it is feasible, it is possible, and it can be worked into, people. Okay, and with that, he has 3 wisdom oracle. The Fate, which is card number 17 or 7, there is a change coming up here with his destiny, people. Because so long he had been sitting in a different destiny, different frame, different place, different fate. Okay, and he has to believe that this is going to happen. It will happen. The next oracle card is why. So there is a question. Why does this have to change? Or why is he wanting to change it? Anything. It could be anything. Which is an answer he's looking for. Then why is it now that he wants to change this? Because he wants better and brighter things, which he now has to imagine, which he now has to believe in, which he now has to have his faith that it can be done or it will be done. Okay, now the bottom of the deck for your major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a wheel of fortune that hasn't moved for him for a long time. And this is the fate. This is the fate that he wants to move now. This is the fate he wants to walk away from. This is the fate he wants to change forever in his life. It hasn't moved and he knows that, okay? The bottom of the energy oracle deck, people, is door to romance. So with the World card, he is coming to a place of opening another door, changing the situation, door to romance, door to somebody he loves, something he loves, somebody he really wants to bring back into the next portion of his life with the World card. The bottom of the deck for the Moonology card is expect powerful changes. Look here. And this is the similar moon, if you see now, which is the exact similar moon that they both have. Okay, so this situation is changing, people. This situation is changing. That is where he is coming out of the dark to know that he can get what he wants in life. Getting rid of that fear psychosis, the terror, the dread, the negative aspect that he had been sitting in for a long time. So that powerful change is on the way, people. Expect that powerful change. Beautiful. And the bottom of the Wisdom Oracle deck says the tribe. Beautiful. Look. So that is what he is imagining. He wants to go there. He is getting ready. He is taking his time for sure, but he is definitely bringing in that energy, grabbing in that energy for himself. And it's a very powerful time that is coming up here, guys, because something major is changing in this collective divine masculine. I'm going to ask for a fortune card. This deck has already been pre-shuffled. Can you please give us your message from this deck for the collective divine masculine here? So whatever he has, people, is all coming into, because it was like, if you remember, I have told this a long time back, that it was all about his thinking, the way he thought, the way he wanted to think. The way he was expecting things to happen did not happen. So obviously, somewhere the universe had to step in and say, hey, you know what? I have to take control of this. And there you are. Okay, I'm going to change everything, including your world as well. I'm going to change you as well with whatever you had been sitting with, within you, inside of you. The junk, call it the junk, call it the garbage, call it whatever it is, okay? But that's a story here, people. That is the story here, okay? Let's see what the fortune card here, unexpected income, yeah. So he is getting rich in every possible way. An expectation, and that could be you, Divine Feminine. You're expecting this change. You're expecting this change. That he will become single because it's card number 27. Okay, and he will end certain things here that you're expecting him to end, because it's clearly you, Divine Feminine. It's clearly you. And this is card number 10. This is card number 9. You got 9 and 10. So basically, you are waiting for that change to happen. And this person, the Divine Masculine, knows about that. And there is quite a lot of concern with him, concern in him with regards to bringing about the situation to a close and beginning. Here you go. Concern, Lovers, taking that decision that he is thinking here right away, people. Okay, so he is wanting to prove that he can meet your expectations with money, with his caliber, and that you know, and you are waiting for that, Divine Feminine. Okay, that he will have what he wants to have, make himself single, get wealthy, bring about that emotional contact. But this is a card that is talking about money more so, if you see clearly. So something that you are expecting him to do, people, is take care of his finance. Get rid of all the other hurdles, bring about that change in his life, bring about that money back into his life. So whatever that is here that you're expecting, because you're expecting this chapter to end right now. And we end in the right way, not in the wrong way, where you want him to be really fruitful, successful, bring about everything that he now has to do in his life. Okay, now before I jump into the reading, guys, I'm going to ask for some past energy here. I don't know why I'm being pulled to do that, but I'm going to. Okay, immediate past. I want to see the immediate past he has gone through, or he will be, including the lessons maybe that he has learned or will be learning, whatever the situation is. And we will see from here. And then I'm going to jump into the reading, okay? Please talk to me about his immediate past energy here for the collective Divine Masculine. And this immediate past could be a past where he, holy moly, hold on, guys. He definitely has gone through a major past. Okay, not even kidding you, people. Hold on, okay. Let me arrange the cards here so that we can see what the immediate past has been for him. All right. So, I'm sorry, guys, I'll have to move the cards a little bit. Maybe you won't be able to see all the cards well, but that's what it is. Okay. Okay. All right. So in the immediate past, people, he's coming out of a tough situation here, absolutely, for sure, in the immediate past, okay? And he will be coming out of this tough situation because he was under a lot of pressure and burden with regards to bringing about this new change in his life, people, okay? And it has taken him a minute, excuse me, it has taken him a minute to understand what he needs to do, how he needs to go about doing this work, bringing about this change, talking about it, not being mentally entrapped in his life, with regards to whatever the truth and clarity that he had to say and he wished to say, for which he had been working really hard, but it had been causing him a lot of pain, because all he was trying to do from the recent past, guys, is he was trying to work on this energy to make a fresh start. Okay, which is what he wanted to bring about in his life, people, because he's got the Page of Pentacle and the King of Pentacle here. So something that he wanted to start fresh within himself, with regards to this collective twin flame situation here, where he wanted to really, okay, this is the immediate past, so I'm like kind of talking about this as it is the past. It could be the past, it could be what he's going through right now. Everybody is in a different timeline, people, so it could be anything for anybody. But I'm taking this as a past situation, okay? And this is something that he really wanted to start off very quickly. And this is could be with money, could be with emotions, anything that he wanted to really start fresh. And he was working hard towards it, people, no doubt about it. Okay, he was working hard. That's because he was looking at these two here. He was bringing in the optimistic quality, the optimum energy with regards to this past life connection here, the Six of Cups. Okay, so he was trying to bring back the right approach, if I may say so. He was trying to bring back the right approach towards getting this situation in control so that he can bring back this past life situation, give you some positive news, divine feminine, that would make you happy as well. Telling you what he really seriously wants here, starting something very, very fresh. Okay, there are a couple of messages here, people, so that's why I have to just break it down here. Now, the second part of the story, guys, is he was definitely finding it very tough. Very, very tough here. Because he was working towards a situation that he was trying to make this happen. He was trying to bring in that fresh quality in him, where he was kind of facing this challenge of opening up this communication here. Talking about this Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, okay? Talking about this, communicating this story here very, very clearly. He was kind of really going through a hard time, people, with the Seven of Wands. There was enough passion, there was enough drive, everything was in the right place, but he was really having a tough time because I have a feeling the reason being that he knows what he had done in the past. Okay, so he was kind of in that energy where he was trying to find the right balance, where he felt strong, where he felt powerful enough to make a statement or open a can of worms. Let me put it like that. Okay, and that is what he had been working very hard with the Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands here, okay? In the recent past, he had been putting in a lot of effort. That also kind of made him feel, I would say, made him feel a little bit stressed out, anxious, stressed out, burned out. Because you know what happens, even if you're using your mental energy, people, physical energy, you might feel tired, but mental energy drains you out. And this is where the story was for him, because he was not being able. He had every good intention of making this happen, but he was getting stuck. He couldn't talk about it. He was afraid, say scared, maybe whatever the situation was. But in the recent past, this was what the problem was, people, which is where he was having a lot of issues. And the bottom of the deck is the Fool card and the Four of Swords. So in the recent past and the Hangman, he had been stalling the situation of moving forward, people, because he was not really getting, he was completely engrossed in this new beginning. That's for sure. He was completely engrossed in this story here. He was completely engrossed as to how to bring about the change in the situation, how to start fresh. But everything was great. But this is where he was getting stuck here, people, unfortunately. Yeah. That is where he was getting stuck. Okay, let us look at the energy for now, or the present energy. Can you please tell us the present energy for the Divine Masculine in here? Again, remember, time is fluid, people. What I might get as the present energy could be for different people in different ways, okay? But definitely in the recent past, people, he has put a lot of effort. And that completely drained him, mentally, physically, emotionally. That he was, because Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, he has been putting a lot of effort in understanding how to bring about this change in the situation here, that he clearly wanted to communicate and talk to you about, make you aware that what he wants in his life with you, what his decision in life is going to be from now on, and basically coming out with the truth. But it looks to me that because of his past situation here, he was having real issues, guys, talking about this for sure. The Eight of Swords is communication stopped totally because he is mentally entrapped. He didn't know how to open up the can of worms. And that is what he had been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and fighting. You know what I mean? That is what he has been doing for quite some time, people, unfortunately. Okay. Any other message you might have for us here, please? Okay, we do have something else too. I'm taking this energy to be his present energy. The bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. Okay, beautiful. So he's basically coming to a place, people, of bringing this situation to a place of understanding. Basically it is about him, guys, becoming more flexible. Look, Temperance and the Chariot here. Yeah. So, and then he has got the Star. Yeah. So he has realized, oh my God, major arcanas, people. And then the Lovers. Okay. So this is a big time that's going on right now. So he's coming to a point of understanding that he will have to become flexible with his own self here, or else he's not going to get the story at all. No way. Okay? He's not going to get the story at all because things will not come to fruition for him if he continues to put himself in that mental entrapment and going and beating his head against the wall every time, So it's not working for him. Simple. That didn't work for him. He might have given it a good shot, but he did that without trying to bend towards a situation. What I'm getting here, people, is in the recent past, he was trying to defend himself too. He was trying to guard his emotions too, in order to open up and talk about what he wanted to talk. And that's what he had been working hard, where he wanted to do everything, but without showing that he has surrendered in front of you, people, or that he's willing to accept your part of the story as well. So he was trying to put himself out first, and that's where he got stuck again in the recent past. Because when you try to guard yourself, defend yourself, make yourself, higher than the other person in terms of your words and actions, you will definitely get stuck. And this is exactly why he got stuck, because he was not completely open about his own stuff, where he could have come forward and said, look, hey, whatever happened, I'm sorry, let's move forward in the right way. And this is where the realization is dawning with the Temperance card here. In the present times, that he will have to change his attitude. This can go on. The Seven of Wands is a good energy, nothing wrong, but it also is an energy where you are very stubborn about your own words, your own actions, whatever you want, being guarded about it, like you don't want to be defeated in this, you cannot accept the defeat kind of an energy. So you are taking all your stand and trying to prove yourself better by not really bending down, breaking down, surrendering, and all that stuff, So this is where he was working in order to make things better for him, where he can come out and tell you what he wants, but without surrendering completely in front of you and still keeping himself up on that little pedestal, from where he could kind of say, hey, look, you know what? It's okay, but, well, this is what I want from now, or this is what. So he was basically, the Seven of Wands is an energy, people, where he had been trying to block out his own self understanding with regards, and that's why he got so tired. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. In between, he had worked so hard, if you see, that he was completely drained with the Eight of Pentacles, and he completely burnt out here. All right. So let's move into the recent energy. You have the recent energy here, which is okay. So in the recent times, people, he has the King of Wands, okay, but he's got the King of Wands in this way. I'm going to keep it in this way because there is a reason the King of Wands has to still be totally in his shape and form, okay, for him. But he's getting ready. He's getting ready for this action. He wants to bring the action into the zone, into the story. And he's looking at the situation in a very different way because he got the Temperance. So he's kind of getting into that energy to start something really fresh within this twin flame connection, people. Because even in the 3D, guys, he knows about it and he's trying to overcome his own fear as well. Not his fear, I'm so sorry. It's more about his heartache. It's more about his pain, okay? With the King of Pentacles. Now, it could be an earth energy, it could be somebody else, doesn't matter. But it's an energy that's telling me that he's getting ready to take action on himself here, okay? Because he knows about it and he knows why he hadn't been able to move. With the Three of Swords here clearly telling me that both the kings are showing up, the King of Wands, the King of Coins, and the Three of Swords, that he knows the story within himself, that he had been the one sitting in the Three of Swords energy more so, which has given him a lot of trouble, pain, guilt, sorrow, suffering, heartbreak, hardship, whatever that story is. Okay, and that has caused his own self-worth to be affected, his own self-will to be affected, everything that has been affected from where he is trying to push things into a better place here, Wanting to start something really fresh, people. With the Fool card here, you have the Fool card in the recent past and you have the Fool showing up again. Starting something fresh with minimum baggage, putting his effort in here to begin a new journey with the Ten of Cups. Look, okay, a complete emotional fulfillment, that Four of Pentacles that he is really wanting from within him, people. And that is what he is holding within himself right now. To start something fresh, to make things really happen now, take action on this situation. The King of Wands is kind of getting ready. It's not all there because somewhere there is still that little pain, suffering, sorrow, heartache, whatever you might call, is still sitting here in the 3D world for him. It looks to be like that. And that is the reason he is kind of, in the present time, he has everything in place, people, but he's kind of getting ready for action here, okay? I'm going to clarify, hold on, before I move forward. I'm going to clarify the Fool card here because it's a major arcana. Please talk to me about the Fool card here. So he is also looking into his money, people, because the King of Pentacles is also talking about money situation for me, which is also a cause of his sorrow here, that he's wanting to take action upon on his finances. Okay, so with the Fool card, we have a widow and important revelation. Yeah, he's waiting to free himself, people. Excuse me. God, my throat. Yeah, he's waiting to free himself to start something new and talk to you. He will be, okay? And there is weakness at the bottom of the deck here. Something that had been sitting with him had been very weak for him. And he's going to reveal that. But he's just waiting. I think this is what he is waiting for, people, which is causing him some amount of pain, is the money part here, okay? Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles here. He's just waiting. Thing is, right now, he's waiting to free himself before he can open the can of worms in front of you and say, let's move forward in the fresh way. So with the King of Coins, we have inconstancy. Yeah, that situation needs to change. Surprise and waiting. Yeah, so he knows about this. Inconstancy is the Three of Swords here. He knows the situation needs to change. He's waiting to surprise you as well, and there is a waiting period here, people, at the moment. Okay, and you got a letter, but you might receive a message. You might hear from him. He might communicate maybe with text, not really verbally, or could be telepathically for you, but this is where he is waiting to come forward, because he wants to change the situation for you so that you will be pleasantly surprised to see him once he appears, and he knows you're waiting for that, and he's waiting for it too, people. Let's look at the Four of Coins here. Please talk to me about the Four of Coins here. So it's a matter of time now. Okay, let's look at the Four of Coins. Lawyer and success. Yeah, he's waiting for this. There could be a money situation here, people, for sure. Okay, could be a money situation that is causing, and he's keeping his hope high that this issue will take a turn. Okay, that he will be able to walk out of this problem area. Okay, and he is looking for success here. He's thinking very logically about the situation as well, because he definitely wants to bring back the right stuff in your zone for you as well, people. Okay, let's look at his immediate future to see what's going on here. Please talk to me about the immediate future here for him. But it is something that he is not easy, guys, but yeah, whatever. So we will see. Immediate future, please. Oops, my God. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the King of Wands, and that's the King of Wands we have now. And this is the upright. So by the time this thing moves, he should be able to come back in the right energy of the King of Wands, which is right now somewhere lying like this, people. Okay, so in the immediate future, people, there is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a brand new beginning for sure in the tangible, in the world, in the 3D. It's a very tangible energy which is telling me that it's coming to you, Queen of Cups. That could be you, Divine Feminine. It looks to me that it is you here in the immediate future. Okay. He's connecting with you in the shape and form of the Queen of Cups. Somebody who has a lot of compassion, somebody with whom he wants to start this new story out here, people. Very simple, okay, very clear. Somebody who loves him, somebody who has a lot of kindness in herself, you know. Somebody who can really work with her emotions in the right directions. She's full of emotions, compassion, caring, attitude, you know, totally full of love, kind of. So this new beginning is coming towards that person here. And the Ace of Pentacles is a fresh start to the story here with regards to this kindness, compassion, love, everything as well. Okay, from a place which has got the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords here. So from a place of getting stuck with the situation of the Five of Swords, okay, where probably this person, the Divine Masculine, had been thinking about this energy of the Five of Swords, trying to understand if it's possible for him to move, really, in order to start this fresh journey. And he had been going back and forth because the Five of Swords is also about mutual agreement to start something new with the Two of Wands. So, you know, it also could be that for some people, guys, he had done something wrong. This fight is kind of getting over. And it's like, you know, a midpoint, a crossroad where somebody is waiting to take action to move away from this energy of pride, ego, whatever that had gone wrong here, you know. But it's still at a very, I mean, I'm going to clarify this, but this is still not kind of, I mean, it's over, but what I'm trying to say is that this is why this halt was there, because this person, the Divine Masculine, was not able to move, because every time he's thinking about the situation, he's probably thinking about the Five of Swords as well, you know, where things had gone really bad between the two of you. It could be that. I'm going to clarify this, okay. Then we have the Eight of Cups and the Judgment and the Two of Pentacles, okay. So if you ask me, people, he is definitely trying to gather himself in the right direction in the immediate future, you know, within the next couple of days or maybe a week here, a week there. Okay, trying to balance himself because he's looking at this stuff from a long-term point of view. Okay, he wants things to happen, and that's why you got the King of Wands. He wants this thing to happen from a long-term perspective where he can start the journey, the Eight of Cups, towards the right judgment call, because now he wants to leave the rest of the stuff behind in order to move forward. And that's what he's juggling here, because he's still not sure kind of a situation if he can really make this beautiful offer to his feminine to get this moving, okay, because he's got this Five of Swords here. He's definitely taking his time. He's got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands for sure. And then we have the King of Cups here, okay, that's the Queen of Cups, yeah. So, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles and you have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there is an offer in the process, but it is an offer that is taking him some time to really get it straightened out in the right way, people. You know, where it could be that he had previously quit from this relationship, which he's trying to work upon in the right direction, because now he doesn't want to fool around with this judgment call, awakening, rebirth, reconciliation, a second chance that he's getting in order to move forward, and which is what he's trying to prioritize, balance out, juggle a little bit, you know, to make the situation kind of even, where he can come forward and start this fresh beginning with you, my divine feminine. All right, let's look at the Ace of Pentacles here. Please talk to me about the Ace of Pentacles here. It could be money also that he is waiting to grab. Oops, there are too many cards. Hold on, people. Please talk to me about the Ace of Pentacles. It could be money that he is also waiting for before he can come forward to you, people, you know. So that is what this money situation could be as well. Because he doesn't want to go wrong here, you know. He doesn't want to do anything wrong. He wants to go in the right direction with the Eight of Cups towards this second chance, people. And that's why he's kind of trying to work himself in the right way here, is what I'm getting, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles, people, he's got thought, gamblers, okay, flatterer and fright, okay. So he's kind of waiting to bring everything on the table, people. And he's thinking about it, you know, with whatever money he has, whatever resources he has, can he accomplish this task of starting fresh, you know, because there would be a lot of convincing that will be required with regards to the situation, because earlier, or could be now, there is still a scary situation sitting here that he might have to convince you nothing to be scared of, and that, you know, both of you guys can move forward. Because this scared situation is in this place, the city house. There is somebody here that he will have to open up and talk to you about. Could be a third party karmic situation here that will need him to convince you of this new beginning, you know, that will happen. That will, I mean, he will have to tell you that something, that he will have to convince you about this place here where something very scary, something not right is sitting, and that is what he's trying to work upon to see how he can come forward to bring everything that he has with him in order to convince you that, you know, they can move together and kill this fright situation. It could be that for some people as well. Let's look into the Five of Swords here. Please talk to me about the Five of Swords. Absence and pleasant pastime. Yeah. So that is what it is. He has lost it out before, people. There was an absence in his zone, and he has been set up in a trap here, okay, from where he's not being able to move. That's why we have the crossroad here. And he's feeling the absence of the beautiful time he has spent with you, you know, and that is what he's kind of fighting also, to hold on and drive other things away so that he can work towards the right direction. It also could be that, people, okay. Over here too, you know, he's kind of thinking whatever he has, people, he can bring it here. But there is a lot of convincing that he will have to do for himself, with you as well, that in spite of the difficulty, they can still go forward, maybe. You know, that's what I'm getting, okay. Let's look at the Judgment card here. Please talk to me about the Judgment card here. He's definitely caught in a trap with the Two of Wand here, you know. With the Judgment, he's got infantilism. Yeah, that's the Eight of Cups. He's feeling really bad. He's leaving that people. He's really feeling bad, and he wants that love and victory back here, for which he is waiting as well, trying to balance himself in the right direction so that he doesn't kind of give up on the situation by himself or kind of, fall flat, people. So he's feeling very bad that he hadn't done the right thing before. And now he wants to leave that sadness behind in order to move forward, because he has realized that he hadn't done the right thing before as well. So he is feeling very, very sad about the situation here. Please clarify the Fright card for me here. I don't know why that is kind of pulling me here. With Fright, you have Soldier and the Consultant. Yeah, somebody is fighting this scarecrow away, if I might say so. Okay, no offense, people. A letter, yeah. There will be some communication because somebody is fighting, waiting, talking, consulting, thinking about the situation to move away from this scary portion of whatever is still sitting in their life, people. Okay, somebody who is not really being good with them, somebody who is giving them trouble, somebody who could be threatening them, somebody who could be scaring them, anything. And he's trying to fight that with his strength, and thinking about the situation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thinking about the situation, people here. Yeah, he's fighting really hard, people, in order to convince you, maybe moving forward, or convince himself that they can actually fight this situation off. Okay, I'm going to use the Mystic Moon for an outcome here with regards to this reading, and we will see what we get here. Please give me an outcome for this reading here for the Divine Masculine Collective. But he is definitely feeling very bad, people. Excuse me. He's definitely feeling bad about the situation here. That earlier he had probably not done things right, and he knows about it. Any other? Okay, I think we are done because we got the soulmate here. Beautiful. Okay. Or maybe I should do one more shuffle and see if we have anything more to know. Alright, let's look here. Guide. Okay. So basically, yeah, there you go. Okay. He's being guided from the lessons he has learned, people. And he is understanding that totally during this time with regards to what he has lost, his self-worth. Very clear, okay? And he's being guided. His spirit, my spirit, your spirit, everybody is after his life, okay? So basically what he is doing right now within this portion and going a little bit forward is free will and reinvention, people. He is rediscovering his own self. He's definitely rediscovering his own self here. And that is happening. And that is happening because he has learned to devote himself to the Divine Feminine. Look, there is a lot of devotion for you people. Lot of devotion towards you. No kidding. Okay? There is a lot of devotion towards you. And that is what he's reinventing himself to know, where things have gone wrong. And what is that? The devotion that is building up within him with regards to your presence in here, people. And that is the reason there is a pause. Because, he's getting all the downloads here, people. There is a pause because he's being guided, he's learning his lessons. There has been a lot of learning situations in his life. He is going through a lot in his life right now, where he is ascending, victim, and return, okay? Where he is coming out of a situation where he earlier felt victimized. He thought the world was against him and that he would not be able to do anything in his life, kind of a situation. Okay, so now he's slowly getting out of that. He's ascending. He's moving out of that victim situation. Could be the Eight of Cups in here too. Which earlier had made him very sad. Remember, I told you. Because now, he's returning. He's returning to be the person he is. And he wants you to return to him as well. He's stretching out his hand. Please come back to me. Divine Feminine. There you are. Okay, and that's why he's pausing, because he's getting the full download at this point in time, people. So it's going to be a little while. It will be a minute, if I may say so, before you kind of hear from him, I guess, because he is right now not talking. He's pausing himself because he is kind of getting everything back into his life, people. All that he had missed out earlier is slowly seeping back into his self, okay? The lessons, the backlash, whatever he had done wrong, whatever he had spoken up, wrong things, wrong actions, wrong decisions, everything that was very, very wrong within him, people. Okay, so he is pausing. So it could be that he's not talking at this moment, he's not communicating with you people, is what I'm getting, but he's pausing because he's kind of absorbing these energies back into himself in the rightful way. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Divine Feminine. Enjoy this reading, guys. Until then, take care, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.